Hey girl,
Hey girl, how are you?
I'm good, girl. I don't know about this. I don't know about this light.
You're not feeling good about that light across your face?
Feeling like I don't know.
Mm.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome, welcome. This is Or Not Podcast. For those who do not know our smiley faces, I am Tasha,
I am
and
Danielle.
yeah, right there. She
Danny.
and we are Or Not Podcast. Believe it or not, we are real sisters, real talk. Like this is unfiltered. We kind of talked about what we was going to talk about, but that's about it. You don't know what we can say. I don't know how she feels about the things we're going to talk about. It's just real.
We have not done a debrief, or rather a pre-brief. So we don't know how today is gonna go. It's gonna be interesting.
I see.
I'm excited though.
I see the girls in the background. That makes me
No, all the girls. Where's Anita at with this grand piano? Come on, grand piano.
happy. She's in some type of hotel lobby or something.
That
She's a bit of a traveler. So,
she's cultured.
yes. And Marquita's in the background giving me
With
Donna Summer. We haven't
she
seen the Donna Summer
is. I
looking
love
like her
it.
daughter. Her whole face. She done took the child whole face.
We gonna
Happy
change her
day.
name to Kaylin.
We just gonna put it
We
on
gonna call
change
her
the whole
Kay.
Kayla Hot Topics.
Kay's hot top.
Kay's Hot Topics. Okay, Kay. Okay, so tonight, what we talking about tonight? What's our title again?
Tonight, the official title. What is the official title?
What women really think.
Yes.
What we really think. So yeah, so it's gonna be a fun night. Did you want to discuss your weekend at all before we dig right into it? I gave us a really small time frame on the agenda so that we could skip right to hot topics, and then go do that, and then so
My weekend.
mhm.
Nope, nothing happened this weekend. Oh, I did. Wait a minute. I had a very good weekend. I have a group of friends that we now have changed our group name to the Desperate Housewives because of Tasha. And it's my friend Caroline and Dawn. And we're just like three little single women in the Atlanta area. We schedule dinners. We are very adamant about the scheduling. We schedule in a month in advance. And last night it was a fail where we decided to go. And they had us outside in the heat with lukewarm water. But that's neither here nor there. We rounded it up and we went to Bar Taco right down the street, and it was better.
You never go wrong with Bar Taco.
Never go wrong. How was your weekend?
It was good. Very action packed. I'm currently um training for something kind of great in the fitness world. I'm not gonna speak on it until it's done.
Yeah, because they say
But
move in silence.
right, real G's definitely move in silence. So I'm training for something big, and currently I feel like my hamstring is pulled. Maybe too many left roundhouses. So I'm gonna ice this sucker and I'm gonna heat it because my audition is tomorrow. And
What in the world? You didn't even tell me, girl. I didn't know nothing about this. I asked you just 5 minutes ago.
I try not to think. I don't like talking about my shortcomings, and I feel like this is a shortcoming, definitely.
What is shortcoming?
Now, girl, this hamstring is short right now. It feels like it's shortcoming. Okay. But what I will say is, it's 4 days from my girl trip with my very best friends. So I'm like so excited for like 48 hours.
Will y'all be there? I just got an invite to come to Miami.
Huh? You say you can go to Miami?
I just got an invite from a very nice gentleman.
did your big sisters approve this man? Who's this man you going on a plane
with? I probably won't go. Anita goes, what's happening? What's going on?
Oh we're there from Friday to Sunday. A few of us are there late Sunday, like hanging out in Miami, ain't got nothing to do. A few of the party will head back to celebrate Father's Day with their husbands. And the single ladies is gonna stay back and paint the town purple, pink, and yellow in a couple of hours and at the airport.
Here you go, Marquita. Hey, I wish we could screen record this. Look at us.
So yeah, that's the plan in less than 4 days. So I'm drinking nothing but water for the next 4 days. I'm going with Marquita. If anybody knows, Marquita doesn't believe in sleeping.
No, she doesn't.
So if you get tired, notes. I feel bad for Anita because that's her roommate. So I mean, she gonna be like this. Wait,
no, they will be a good match. I will say one time we tried to keep Anita knows how to leave when she's tired. She does, because we tried to keep Anita up one time, me and Shaylin wanted to be here, y'all, tonight, but she couldn't. Her nephew was graduating, and we kept her up all night because we were talking about spirits and ghost stories. And I mean, the spirits was in the room, and Anita was like, you know what? I'm not fooling with y'all children. She left. So I'm confident that Marquita will try to keep her up, but Anita probably gonna be like, hey girl, bye.
I just feel like Marquita's gonna be like, Anita gonna be asleep. She's gonna be like, shots. It's gonna be bad. I mean, it's the pandemic. It's the outside of the pandemic. We still kind of in it, but we ain't really had this type of fun in a while. So I'm a little afraid, which is why I'm drinking water. I just ordered a bottle. I ordered a box of essential water from Amazon. It'll be about $500. I'm gonna overhydrate myself.
That took over your pockets too, didn't it?
I'm just gonna put like water in my veins. It was only $33.
I don't know if that's safe. But if we have a nurse in the please let us know if that's okay.
Well, hey, Charles. So for those that do know, next week is supposed to be Trials in Charge. It's actually going to be the following week. Well, actually, I have to talk to my sister about this because I'm out of town for the next 2 weekends. So maybe we'll do it on a Monday or something. But we are not on the air next weekend, everybody. So sorry about that. So we're going to bring Marquita in.
Dang, I didn't even get to do her commercial.
What do you want to still do? We still can. This is our show. I mean,
yeah, I want to do it.
We're not going to take her out. Marquita, just stay still.
Okay. My daddy say, hold what you got. Hold what you Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, girl.
Hey, y'all. You know, I was busy this weekend, honey, taking them braids out. So, that was what I did this weekend.
Are you taking them out to put them back in, though?
Well, you know, I was trying to see if this was going to be vacation hair.
In the heat?
Danny, you on mute.
We can't hear you, Danny.
We can't hear you.
Do you want us to hear you? Oh, she on her phone, so she's not even on the show.
Oh, it's not about us right now. Okay.
I just needed to do the promo for the Instagram. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, so I was trying this to see if this will be a vacation type of hair, but I don't know. I might have to make a switch back to y'all gonna be seeing these braids again. Y'all might see the braids.
Did you want to defend yourself as we talked about you not allowing people to sleep during vacation?
No, because y'all was absolutely the fuck right. You only sleep in 2 times on the trip. That's on the plane there and the plane back. Any other time you're on a trip, not Anita, don't you start it. Don't you start it. If you up for 2 days, we only gonna be there for 2 days. You can stay up for 2 days. Just stay up for 2 days.
We're gonna be like this.
They're gonna be trying to check Anita ID at the damn airport. Then she gonna think they patting her ass to sleep. She gonna be hugged up on the damn TSA people like this. They're gonna be like, man, we just trying to pat you down. She's like, oh, I thought you were trying to rub me to sleep. We is not getting no sleep. We're not getting any sleep. So, y'all, I got to get into these hot topics. So, right now, of course, Summer Jam is going on in Houston. So, if you're there, have fun, be safe. Some of the performers that I've seen so far, really, Saucy Santana has performed. We've seen Cardi B perform, Coily Ray perform. There's probably some other people performing, but I ain't there. So, that's what's going on. Just check the clips later on Ball Alert in the Shade Room for the Summer Jam, y'all. What was really hot about the Summer Jam is because some old tweets surfaced from Saucy Santana where he was talking about Blue Ivy hair and Beyonce. And so everybody was like, before you go to Houston, you need to apologize. And so he's really been posting videos because the crowds have not, booed him off a stage, even though he was talking about the Beyonce. So he felt like if he needed to apologize, he will apologize in person. He done met Lil' Kim daughter. I don't know if he's gonna be able to meet Blue Ivy now. Saucy. I don't think you didn't got famous enough to meet Blue Ivy. But good luck with that. You probably gonna have to DM her or something like that. And speaking of the internet, Beyonce has wrote the internet and she ain't did nothing, y'all. Beyonce is trending right now because she done deleted her profile picture. She don't have no more pictures. So everybody is speculating. I think she put on Twitter B7. So everybody is speculating that there may be an album coming out. And so this is why she is deleting all the information on her page, because we might be starting with a new, fresh Beyonce. So everybody.
Or she's going through something.
Huh?
Or she's going through something. Did we?
I thought maybe she was pregnant. Maybe she's pregnant.
Well, I don't know what B7 means. She ain't got that far yet. And,
right.
The only writer that's making these kids is Nick Cannon like this. Beyonce, she done kept it to a minimum. It's Nick Cannon who has decided to populate the United States.
Yes.
He also spoke in an interview that he may have some other children on the way.
Does.
And one of his baby mamas that had the twins, Zen and Zillion, whatever they named these babies, celebrities just feel like, forget the baby name book. We just gonna make some stuff up on our own because we is celebrities. But yes, that baby mama he had the twins with, she announced that she is pregnant again. I don't know if they necessarily have confirmed that it's going to be their child, but we just got to wait to see, because we don't know if she pregnant by herself. Somebody else might be pregnant with her. He might got 4-5 more babies on the way. We just never know with Nick Cannon. He was celibate for about 2 days, and then he came to his senses. Who else? So Britney Spears got married, y'all.
My girl Britney.
Damn, ride for Britney, y'all. Light up.
Britney Spears is probably one of the reasons why we need to stay out rich folk business, because we fought for her conservatorship to be revoked, and now I'm regretting it. You should have known with them solo routines that Britney was doing on her page that it was time for somebody to watch back over her.
I do solo routines too, y'all. I just don't post them.
And do you do it with that thick of eyeliner on? Anywho, so Britney Spears got married. Her ex-husband decided to crash her wedding. This is why we need to keep Britney Spears locked up in a nice little Barbie box. We can put her in a Barbie box. And we just put Britney Spears in there, and we just, go ahead and leave her alone. The first husband tried to crash the woman wedding. And I just feel like the whole family needs to be on the conservatorship. Anybody associated with Britney Spears needs to be on the conservatorship. Now they put Whitney Williams on the conservatorship. So I don't really know what's going on with that. Y'all need to stop playing crazy before they really go ahead and just deem y'all as crazy and lock y'all right on up, and you can't have no ties to your money. Yes, you're not gonna have no ties to your money. Poor Wendy, I call her Whitney. Poor Wendy Williams, she came in, make a withdrawal from the Wells Fargo ATM machine. They done gone ahead and froze her from her own assets. So these conservatorships, they've been given out for a reason now. I'm starting to see they've been giving these people conservatorships. I don't know if we need to fight for Wendy. I don't know yet. I don't know. She hasn't given us any indication that we need to go hard for her, and Britney is giving us a bad name for releasing people from their conservatorship. We just gonna stay out of that. So with hey, so y'all,
tonight gonna be a real good show. Toya in the house tonight gonna be a real good show.
Tonight gonna be a real good show, y'all. There, ladies out there, there is a tampon shortage.
Oh,
really?
I think it's a conspiracy theory because they keep trying to get us to wear these period panties, and I don't know who coochies they measuring for these period panties.
Have you tried that?
That don't look like nothing that I can wear for no 8 to 12 hours.
Have you bought one?
Yeah.
I'm sure not, and there ain't no need for them to waste my time, and I'm not gonna waste their time either trying them damn period panties on. But we might have to do something because it's about to be a tampon shortage. We're gonna have to do something. I had to make my own. They need to make period panty bloomers because this is some boy shorts. Period boy shorts. Make period boy shorts.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't mean any harm, but like, do they talk about the flow of these period panties? Like,
I'm gonna buy some. Y'all want me to buy some?
They make a lot of devices other than
no.
But I don't know if you want to buy the period panty. I don't know if they're gonna make it through the day like we hope that it would make it through the day. They don't look reliable. They don't look reliable. But we're gonna have to figure something out because it's a tampon shortage. But I need them to make bigger draws. Okay, I need some period bloomers or some granny panties. Period granny panties. Where's the period granny panties at? Then maybe we could talk about us switching, completely giving up pads and tampons for these damn panties. If you're short on money, there is a pest control. And I don't know if they had something to do with the inflation because they said that the average rent now has skyrocketed to $2,000 a month. But this pest control company will pay you $2,000 to release 100 cockroaches in your home so that they can study them. So if you can't pay your rent this month, you might want to call the pest control company so they can release the cockroaches and give you your $2,000.
You couldn't pay me nothing to do that. That's absolutely disgusting. I saw that. I had like everybody in my group messages send it to me. You sent it to me. Look, my baby daddy sent it to me. Everybody sent it to me. I'm like, yo, nobody wants to do this.
I just feel as though like we don't have any labs anymore. We don't have labs. We don't have. There's nowhere else to put these cockroaches but in somebody's place. And for $2,000, I'm gonna have to pay y'all $2,000 to get rid of them after y'all leave. Y'all gonna release 100 cockroaches in somebody's apartment. Y'all gonna forget that they mate.
Danielle, you here? What would you do if would you take the $2,000 and allow them to release how many cockroaches?
It's 100.
And allow them to release 100 cockroaches in your home so that you could retrieve the $2,000 to pay your rent.
This is a trauma. Danielle speaking. I've had 2,000 cockroaches probably in my apartment at some point. It's not this one. And they're laughing so hard because they know. But for $2,000, I probably won't do it for $2,000 because I actually was living in an apartment almost for $2,000. I was paying for the cockroaches. So
you were paying for the cockroaches? You were paying for them?
I was paying $1,500. and I was living in a cockroach infested apartment. It was bad.
She stayed in Joe's apartment for.
I did, Marky. Then you know it was bad. So I probably would do it for maybe 20,000 because I already know how to deal with them.
Charles wants to know what's going on here. He said that we're talking about shortage of pads, selling pictures of feet on the internet. Naughty talk about putting bugs in your house. Charles, this is what happened when you.
It's just one of them nights. It's just one of them nights, Charles. It's just one of them nights. We don't know what the hell going on. We just don't know what we're gonna do tonight, Charles. This is popping right now in the world. You want to know what these are the topics that's going on in the world? This is the world we live in, Charles. That's the world we live in. You want to talk about mass shootings? We tired of that. We tired of telling people about mass shootings and politicians and go vote and all that shit. We don't hear that shit no more. It's not doing nothing, Charles.
Yes, we're not going wild.
Right, at this particular time, right.
You know, Charles is in Cali this week. So
ooh, you fancy, Charles. Okay, I see you. Let me see.
You got one more. You got one more. What you got? One more.
Make it quick.
Parents, I know that the summertime is coming up, and you find some activities for your children. There was a study done at the Children's Hospital of Michigan where overdoses on melatonin has went up by 530%. Parents, find something for your kids to do this summer and stop getting these babies damn melatonin. Where's the grandma? Where the grandmas at? I want to know where the
giving melatonin.
They're giving it
melatonin.
too.
I know
grandma be out here. Grandma, you gotta wash it. Give your kids a nice.
Here go my sister. Like we don't know what she's talking about.
She's in the chat. She's being quiet today. I don't know what
she's like.
I know a grandma. I do know a grandma. Y'all got to start getting these kids this melatonin. Whatever happened to the damn Johnson & Johnson's lavender baby bath and a nice hot meal? That puts me out and I'm an adult. You don't have to. I don't even take melatonin. I just go in there and cook me some baked chicken, some ribs.
This is why I'm gonna have to wear a panty liner on my vacation.
Why?
Because she's a freaking nut. I'm not gonna be able to drink no water without it being all over everything. I'm not gonna do
her. Come on now, y'all. The kids is. But I know we was back home.
Yeah, Anita. Maybe I should try those panties.
No, I don't know if they're gonna work for P, but they definitely ain't gonna work for period. I don't know about. They not really. They be trying to make them sexy Depends though, y'all. Depends. They try to get a little sexy with the pins, put a little design on them. Yes, please let your kids do something.
Run them down like back in the day. We didn't have melatonin.
Nobody has time for that, y'all. They don't have time for that. I don't have time to do laps around the island. Nope. Go to bed.
If your children cannot take the dosage that's on the bottle of melatonin, don't double it because you think that they can handle it. Don't do that.
I agree. Apparently Danielle does not agree.
I actually doubled I take kids Benadryl. And I just double. I don't double it. I just take
your ass probably went through the damn study off. They probably took adults that were taking double doses of children's medicine. You messing the study up. Parents might not be out here overdosing their kids. It's adults that think they can take double dosage of children's medicine that's messing up the report. Yep. But please, parents, I know the kids was home for the pandemic and they was virtual and you was working from home and all y'all was stressed, but back up off the melatonin for the kids, okay? They can overdose. I didn't know that they could, but apparently they can overdose of melatonin. Like I said, make a casserole or something, just something easy. Bake some chicken. Do something nice, hot bath.
Vitamins. They used to be good.
Yeah, the gummies are that's what'll get you. That's what it is.
I gotta wrap y'all up. I have a very strict agenda to hold.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all go ahead and hold this agenda. Y'all talk about relationships. I'm gonna go ahead and
stay in the chat, Marquita. Go in the chat. We would love
you in that chat, girl.
Yeah. We just Lord have mercy. Y'all up here talking about relationships and want me in the chat. I'm gonna lose mine messing around with y'all. I can be a part of this conversation, y'all.
ORNOT is not a part of any breakup, so if you need to exit the chat because of that, we completely understand.
Exactly. We gonna put a disclaimer because it was a lady who won $5.2 million from Geico because she caught HPV having sex with a boyfriend in a damn insured car. We are not responsible for ruined relationships on ORNOT podcast. Don't come over here trying to sue us, and you for damn sure ain't gonna get $5.2 million. I got $5.20 if you feeling frisky, but you can't get $5.2 million from ORNOT. Okay. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Before we start, I have an announcement to make.
Go, girl.
So, my very best friend in the whole wide world, other than the ones that everybody knows about, Anthony Adebayo, he is the coach of the Virginia Royals. They were in the championships and they won. And not only that, no, they won. Not only that, but he was awarded Coach of the Year. So I wanted to.
You know what? That is wondrful.
I wanted to give him his flowers. If you happen to see true battleground fashion. Before the battlegrounds, he's always been my best friend, the most worst and best friend I have, and I can't live without him.
He is actually a very good best friend, and he is a true brother for me. Yeah. He's helped me move in one time. He's always worrisome. He does all of the things.
All the things. Anthony is where it is when it comes to a male best friend. So he works really hard being an amazing dad, and an amazing friend to so many of us, and best yet, a coach. And he coaches high school and he coaches semi-pro football, and he's just doing all the things, and he's Coach of the Year. So I wanted to take a minute. He's probably not in the chat. He's probably not watching. That was a low blow. So
sometimes he does watch though.
Sometimes, but it's probably not right now. So now I get to be like, see, you weren't watching. But anywho, congrats, Aunt. We love you.
Love you.
Love you, boo. Okay, so you're going to take over on this because this is your show. So go for it.
What? Why is it my show? Okay, so tonight I produced it.
Yes. Did you not? I didn't do much of it.
Okay, so tonight is like a kind of like a ladies' night. So on ladies' night, we have all the girls come. Also, we tried to make a ladies and guys' night, but none of the guys wanted to come.
They never want to smoke.
They never want to smoke. They don't have the balls to hang in there with the best of us. It sucks. But with that said, if you are a guy and you're in the group chat, I want to say man up, but man up. Type what you feel. So tonight we're going to be talking about all things relationships. We brought some of our favorite people with us. Let's bring them in one by one. Let's start with Dawn. Tasha, you've never met Dawn, but you know Dawn from the Desperate Housewives. Mm-hmm. So we're adding Dawn. This is Dawn, everyone.
Hi. Girl. Hello.
This is Dawn's premiere for ORNOT podcast. And then we've got Casey. Y'all, Casey stayed in the group chat. Casey is our resident therapist at this point. She is not new to this. She's true to this. And then our favorite, our vet for ladies' night, we have Anita B.
Hey.
With the grand piano. Yes.
Hey, y'all.
Hey. So how do we want to kick this off? Do we want to start with questions? How do you want to do this?
Let's see. I'm thinking, first of all, we decided to do this because me and my sister me being newly single and my sister being single as well.
Hold on. I'm giving her all the advice, y'all.
Look at Dawn like, girl. Okay. So we talk a lot about the single life. So hey Mary, y'all. Hey girl. I'm sorry, y'all. My boo just popped up.
If Marielle showed up, it's gonna be a good show. Marielle don't ever tune in.
Marielle and Toya, it is on. So, anyways, we're always talking about like what it is, what's going on, what men don't understand. So we thought we would put it all out right here on the table. My sister has put together a nice selection of questions for us to go through. They're rather juicy, actually. So we made sure that we kind of handpicked this panel because, you know, as Marquita said, we don't want to mess up nobody's home. You know, people got to close the doors after this. And, you know, you got to be careful what you say. So when you coming up here, you're talking, you coming up here and you being transparent. So we appreciate everyone that's up here. And you can take it away. There you go.
Okay, girl. Okay, girl. So I think I want to start with things men wish women knew. Okay, Casey got a little. Casey brought the thing. Okay. So things men wish women knew. One, they said, I got this from thank you, Bertrand. Bertrand, where you been? I ain't seen you last show. Okay, so the statement is when we tell women that we don't know how we feel about something, it's usually true. And we genuinely don't. Hey girl, and we genuinely don't understand how we're supposed to feel. Somebody said I personally wasn't allowed to express emotions growing up, and it turned into not being able to understand my emotions. So the reason why I thought this was a good one, basically he's saying if a guy says, I don't know how I feel, like if you're like, oh, so, you know, how do you feel about me? Where are we going next? And they're like, I don't know. He's saying that they genuinely don't know. Anita, you seem like you want to chime in on that first.
I think men just scared of commitment. That's all. That's why I was like, because they say they don't know. In actuality, I guess they don't want to hurt the woman's feelings, but somewhat men just don't want commitment. They want to do what they want to do. They have this girl here, that girl there. So when they focusing on one, it scares them. I think they get scared.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion.
Dawn?
I think, you know what I think? I feel like they're just like a little afraid to say it how it really is. You know what I mean? Like, I find it really hard to believe, like, you really don't know how you feel. Like, you know, like you might not know how you want to, you might not know the best way to express it. But like, even in like simple, like child forms, like you mad, you sad, you something, you know what I mean? Like, you could say something. I feel like they just, they might overthink it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what I think.
Casey.
I really believe that most times, I won't say all times, but most times it probably is the fear of getting into something or getting into something serious and then messing up or letting the woman down if they really are into that woman. It's not a good excuse, but I think it's the reality of it all. There's a lot of pressure, you know, there's a lot of pressure to be a woman, but there's also a lot of pressure to be a man for your woman, like providing, loving her, caring for her, being everything that she needs. So I think every man, I've learned just from majority men, I won't say all men, but they want to go into something knowing that, okay, I'm feeling confident in this. So sometimes it's the easiest way to just say, I don't know, even though they probably do know, because it's fear out of not wanting to let this person down.
Yeah. Tosh, what you think?
I mean, I think we're all pretty much saying the same thing. I just think it's BS. You know how you feel.
Yeah.
Just even if it's like, I don't know if I really want to be with you. Then that's how you feel.
That's how you
don't
feel.
Don't tell me I can't. I really can't put my finger on it. That's a damn lie. Like at this point, we're all checked out. All 5 of us. All of us are checked out. We don't believe you. So if 5 of us are checked out, you already know the other 2,500 of us
Right.
checked out. So for my men, when this comes up, try something else. I mean, really, dig deep. Hurt our feelings. I would prefer to have a hurt feeling because, like, at this part of my journey, I'm very transparent. Yeah, Anita laughs. Danielle laughs. Danielle say often, like, "You said that? Yep, I did. Yeah, this is not for me. I'm trying to go get the word at church. It's Sunday, and you talking like this. We're not gonna do this today." And then I carry on. But guess what? They still call back. So 9 times out of 10, when you tell the woman how you feel, I'm gonna be real with you. She's gonna talk to you again. She's probably gonna go to dinner with you again to do whatever it is that you're trying to do with her. But she wants honesty first.
That's the thing.
Come on, Holy Ghost.
So
okay.
Yes. Take it to church.
So for me, I agree with everyone. I will say that when I read this initially, I was like, the guy does make a good point when he says we're not typically allowed to express our emotions. I think that goes back to like toxic masculinity. So maybe some men are having trouble with figuring out how they feel. But I would say that I would agree that you could at least be like, I have no idea if I like you. Sometimes I don't even like if you breathe. Sometimes I don't even want to see your face. I would prefer that rather someone be like, I just don't know yet, or I'm not sure. I was in a situationship and that's what the guy did for far too long. And then he got married. And now he's not happy, but that's neither here nor there. There's that. And so I think that it's like, it's unfair for a lot of people, for a lot of women to be strung along with just the unsureness of it all.
I was going to say real quick, Casey hit on a good point about the fact that there's a lot of pressure to play both roles. And I think in the case of a man, and I'm sorry, men, if I touch something y'all not going to want to hear it because it seems to be a lot of you and a lot of people watching. But if the catch is, yes, you might be afraid to be a man. And I think that's where the problem comes in at, because especially at our age and in our status, all of us, I think that they see a lot that's going to come with it. So they're like, you mean I might have to take you to dinner once a month?
Right.
Oh my God, you mean I might have to go to Lidl and get $8.99 flowers?
Yeah.
They $8.99, y'all have flowers. So but little things like that, like, oh, you mean you might want me to wash your car?
Right.
Yes. So I mean, I think the pressure of that, and so I think men should at some point say that. I don't really know if I want to do all that you got with you.
Right.
And you know what? That's for us to process, for us to say, you know what, you're not for me. And I appreciate it. Let's just be friends. So I think Casey made a great point when she said that, because that's exactly what I believe happens for the most part.
Yeah. I will say, I'm sorry, one more thing, Danny. So in my last relationship, my ex told me he said that he was unable to reciprocate being in a relationship. Great answer for me. I had to respect it. However, here lies my issue. We were in a relationship for 2 years. So at what point did you know that you weren't able to reciprocate? Because we really never had any major blow-ups. We were really good at communicating, so I thought. But my thing is, I love the answer. I can only respect you. If that's how you feel, great. However, 2 years in is unacceptable, sir. That's Crazy. So that would be an example for me. Like, great answer, great response. Delayed, though. Very, very delayed.
I don't even have an answer for that. That was late, sir. You should have been much quicker with that.
Yeah.
Charles is speaking up as a man. He says all those things that you named. That's not a lie. If somebody is not willing to do that, that means they're being cheap. Do we think money has anything to do with this?
Absolutely.
Sometimes. They try to act like it's not about money and it's about the moral of the story. men will be like, "Oh, I just want to come and chill at your house." Why?
Right. Date me. Why you gotta come chill at my house? I hate that. I really hate that.
I don't mean no harm, but anybody that I sent this link to and you possibly want me to come to your house, know that it's not happening.
And then they try to make it seem like
Next.
you're being a gold. It's almost like they try to give you the gold digger. They try to put that on you. It's not that I'm trying to get a free meal from you. I make enough money to pay for my meal, your meal, and your child's meal, and possibly your grandmama's. It has nothing to do with me, you paying for my meal. It has to do about your effort.
Yeah.
And the fact that you want to be outside of an environment which you would probably try to lead to something else.
Right.
So now
let's go off grid.
Okay.
I was gonna say let's go off grid. That's perfect. You can keep the conversation going. I was gonna say let's go off grid and talk about how we feel about that whole thing. I don't know.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let me get myself.
That whole thing where you get that phone call. You get first. It's let's go to dinner. Or let's grab, look at Dawn, like, yeah, so it's first, let's go to dinner. Then somehow in between, things get real mixed up.
Yeah.
And then it turns from dinner to you coming to my house.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
How do we feel about that?
I hate it. Yeah, I don't like it. And the chances are you're not going to get far after that. And, sometimes I may be like, fine, come on. But at that point, I've already made up my mind that it's not going to get past anything other than me looking at you like you're crazy.
Right.
And I say that because it's like the effort for you. So, for example, this guy wanted to come over here and I was like, hey, my space is very sacred.
Right.
I have created a very safe space for myself in this apartment and every apartment that I've lived in. Yeah. The energy's great. I don't care if you're Christian or you're non-Christian. I do believe in energy, guys. And I do believe that you bring a little something and you might drop it off. And if you drop it off, now I got to go into full-blown prayer mode.
Right.
And I'm going to have to read all the Psalms. And I don't have the time to read all the Psalms. It's too long right now. So for me to have to go through all of that, to make sure your energy is gone and left out, when you're done, it's not fair. I'm not sure who you are. I don't know what you're bringing in here and what you're trying to drop off like it's a FedEx package. And it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's just lazy. It's like, because it's not like you said, Danny, it's not about the money, but it's like we can go to the park. I mean, we could do something. Like, it's not about the money. Like, it's like you just really don't have the effort. And like, I know that that's going to lead to something else. And did we discuss that? Like, like, where are we? Like, who do you think you are that you can, especially like, I hate it when it's like you have set plans. And then like a day before or like hours before, it's like, you know what? You want to just come over, or can I just come over and chill? What? We had like a whole, like, what happened? Where was the shift there? So it's lazy. It's lazy.
Yeah. In those instances, I always feel like it's intentional at that point, because if you did have plans for us to go out, I'm thinking you made some sort of reservation, or in your mind, like, we're going to the park. So for you to then just miraculously say, oh yeah, I'm gonna just come over, or yeah, let's come over to my house. Like, I've literally had to tell a guy, I'll meet you outside, because like Danny said, my apartment is my sanctuary. I have to be aware for family members to come over. I have to prepare myself mentally for family members, for a guy to be able to come into my space. Like, you have to be husband, like, for real. For me to just be like, okay, I'm letting you in here, I'm safe. For me, especially, I moved from South Florida and I have no family here. So God forbid I do let you in here and you start to go crazy.
Yeah.
Tony is going to jail. Okay, my daddy will kill somebody over me. So the fact that I'm here alone I really have to be aware of that. And guys really get upset, like, why, I just want to get to know you on a personal level. We could do that at dinner. We could do that at the park. We can go walking. I can meet you outside, but one thing you're not going to do is force me to want you to come into my space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anita.
Come on, Holy Ghost. Come on, Anita. What you think?
Oh, yeah. Me personally, I had a guy I just met, and he was like, yeah, we can meet up at a certain place or whatever. And I was like, okay, well, then he was like, well, I gotta come where you stay, the city you stay in. And he was like, how about we meet up at a restaurant? And I was like, well, yeah, we can meet up at the restaurant. I said, we can go right up the street to the restaurant because I'm not letting nobody in my house like that. I mean, I don't like people know where I stay or anything like that because people are crazy. Yeah. So it gets time. I'm like, well, the place closed at 10. And I think I was on the phone with Tasha. And I was like, Tasha, he ain't called me yet. And I said, now he gonna call me. And I said, he gonna wait and call me and be like, no, we can't do it. Can we just come to your house?
Yeah.
Sure. As that, sure, it's like 15, 20 minutes later. Oh, I can't come right now, but we can meet at your house or whatever. I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. I'm not letting nobody come to my house,
Audacity. It's the audacity. It's
audacity. We just talked like 2 or 3 times, and you gonna ask to come to? You're not asked. You telling me, well, I could just meet you at your house? No.
And if y'all had seen this man, she was extending a lot of grace. That's all I'm saying. Okay. So from jump, she was extending some grace. So. But we do have to go back up, Danielle, and read the men's comments because this is something where we have to be fair. Yes. And so Vertron stated that the conversation doesn't end there. The man will eventually explain what they mean. Every man is different.
I want to tap into that real quick. Vertron, I really appreciate you being here, and I want you to stay. But my comment back is that eventually
that's 2 years. Look at KC. That was 2 years.
It was eventually for KC. That's not enough.
It's not fair and it's too long.
It's too long.
Okay, the word is fair. It's not fair. Yeah. So we're supposed to make an exception for us while we wait for you to tell us how you feel.
Right.
Not here.
Abdul Jabi. Oh, we're going to Charles. Okay. Well, Charles says, real talk, as the reason why we read it out is because people listen on the podcast as well later. So we just want to be clear.
Spotify, Apple.
Yeah. Charles says, real talk, as a man, if you ain't got no money, that you don't have no business on a date. That's just the way the world works. That's how it goes. As men should be courting a woman, meaning dinner, date, vacation, flowers.
Yes.
Charles, courting is a art.
Courting is a lost art.
They want to take you to court after you
courting is right up there with missing children. It's been missing for years.
Courting. Oh, we should make a missing poster for courting. I love it. That's good.
Yes.
So hey, ladies, Dawn, what does courting mean to you? What's your definition?
I love that he said that because you don't hear that word too much no more, But courting, it's like you think about you're showing all that you are and all that you can bring to a woman to potentially courting. For me, the end goal is marriage, right? Mm-hmm. So you bring all that you show her everything that you are, and you date her, you court her, you take her out on dates, gentlemen, all of those things. But not a lot of people even say that word anymore. So kudos to Charles. I like that, Charles.
Charles is married, y'all. Charles is he's already cracked the code.
I see why.
But this is very important. I think that this is the piece that, although all the things we just listed are correct, I think this is where we need to be more cognizant about it now. I mean, I think we're fine, all the 5 of us, because it seems like nobody's coming up in our homes. But I mean, as a man, to even give that as an option when people are dying, okay? There are people that are meeting people on apps and they're not coming home to their families. There are people, I mean, there are too many instances that these stories are just going left. So why should I take the chance when you could have just met me at Sweet Frog? A Sweet Frog, it's about $7. Okay.
Yeah.
Or and guess what? I'll pay for my own. You can pay for you. I don't know you, so let's go. What they call it? I don't even know.
Dutch.
Yeah.
Dutch.
You can tell you don't go Dutch often because you don't know the word. So my question. So with that said, she men love to think there. My sister she has an art of men wanting to do great things for her, and I often admire
Get
her.
her off my life.
Yeah.
Shut this down. Move on.
That's
That
the
is
truth.
crazy.
That's the truth, Danielle.
She does. But with that said, about the man being killed, I think he was killed. I think it's interesting that when you also say to a guy, "Hey, I don't know you, you don't know me. I'm just trying to stay safe." He makes it seem like it's a foreign phrase, and that he is being accused of something that he hasn't done yet. And that's not it. It's not about me saying that you're a killer. But now I have questions because you are so adamant about coming.
Right.
Mhm.
Pressuring. Peer pressuring.
Yeah.
Toya asked, does every woman deserve to be courted? She's playing both sides.
Okay,
Casey, you take
devil's advocate.
Yeah, Toya is now challenging us. So, Casey, would you like to take this one? Does every woman deserve to be courted?
I believe every woman deserves to be courted. Does every woman know how to be courted? No, because every person is not healed. Men, there's some men who don't necessarily know how to court because they don't come from a place where they're healed. They're not working through the things that they're still festering in the back of their mind, and some women are doing the same. So every woman deserves to be courted because every woman is a queen in God's eyes, and it's just the way that we're able to receive it. Some people are so broken and scorned that they're pushing away the man that really is for them because they don't know how to receive it.
Come on, Casey. Casey is accepting Cash App right now. Also, Casey.
I felt like that was an intro. Didn't it sound like an intro? Or the song in between the songs.
Yeah, like a little Lauryn Hill when they was in the classroom. What is love?
Oh yeah.
Love is like a curfew in your song.
Or Jasmine Sullivan's new album was like that.
Oh, yeah.
Marquita says courting is for scammers. Most men can't afford that phase of a relationship. It's a one date, then they move in. That's true.
That's how it is. That's what they say.
But I'm with Charles. Then you're not ready, baby.
You're not ready. Okay, let's move on, y'all.
Yeah, before we go on, we do have to do a pulse check. We are coming up on time. If anybody can't stay on,
y'all can't stay. It's fine.
Let us know. Just raise your hand or put a little comment in, and we'll take you
in
out.
The private chat.
In the private chat. So we'll just continue on. We'll be on a little bit longer, not too long, because I'm hungry and I made salmon and spinach.
I know, but maybe we need to have a part 2 or something, because this is very good.
Possibly. Yeah, we'll have I think if everyone's interested, we could do a part 2, but we still got a couple more questions I want us to get to. Could you give us some good ones? Maybe
let's
two
go
more.
To the questions then. One of the questions is, about the drink one, do you think that's a good one?
All of them are good.
Okay. Would you buy a random man a drink? So let me set the scene. Let's say you're at Bar Vegan, my favorite place. Pond City Market. We're not sponsored by them, but I love that place. And let's say you're at Bar Vegan, you see a very nice looking man. He's looking like a black king, or whatever your preference is, a white king, whatever he is, whatever you're looking for. And you're like, wow, I just want to send him a drink and send him on his way. It may or may not equal or lead to a number. It may or may not lead to anything, but you want to appreciate that man. Would you do that? I'm gonna start with Tasha first, because she is
absolutely not. I'm not interested. It's my sister. My sister would do something like that. I'm not interested. Tasha Mack ain't
do something like that.
Because I think you've done it before, but we're not gonna put your business on Front Street. So I'm gonna tell you right now, this sister right here, I believe, let's go back to this hashtag right here. It's too much of this. I got too much of this for me to be paying for drinks. Okay, so I'm just gonna say no. I don't think.
My mama said nope too.
Yeah. See, I just feel like this is where the line becomes a little gray.
And not the last of the Mohicans. Who else is saying no?
Girl, somebody else in here might feel like it. Go ahead.
I don't think so. I know Casey, she's gonna say no. Dawn is probably gonna say no because she likes courting the word.
Well, I would say, so my guy best friend, who's from New York, he actually has been with me on this newly found dating journey that I'm on. And he told me, Crystal, men like that. He was like, men like if you just, like, you're attracted to them and shooting your shot. And he said, go up to a guy, if you see him, you know, you're out, buy him a drink and then see where the conversation goes. Now, I will say, I'm with Tasha and then with Danny because I haven't done it yet. But where I'm at now, I would do it like once just to see how it is. But my best friend is an advocate for me shooting my shot, but then see it not like aggressively going after the man, like, and then let him, you know, see where it goes.
Yeah, Anita. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was not raised in this type of generation. I'm used to the guy, you know, courting me, dating me, you know, the man being a provider and all that stuff. I mean, I just can't get my mind wrapped around it where I need to change. Okay. Now I could see if I'm in a relationship with a guy and if I'm in a relationship with a guy and we've been dating for a while, yeah, I'll buy him a drink. But some random dude in a club, and I mean, yeah, I could be like, oh, I'll compliment him. Now I compliment the mess out of him. And you know, tell her, oh, you was fine. You know, flirt. I love to flirt. You know, I'm like,
y'all think Tasha can finesse? Y'all, I can go to the bathroom. I can go to the bathroom and be 3 people around my table. Where did it come from? I thought we were just going to dinner as girls. How did we get these?
Yes, everywhere, baby. We're a big flirt, like Megan.
Anita shakes bring all the men to the yard, all the boys to the yard.
Weak. But no, you know, I don't believe in me proposing to a man neither. You know, some women go down and get on their knees and propose to me. I'm not doing
that far now.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, if you buy drinks later on, you're gonna be proposing to the man. I'm sorry. That's just I wasn't raised that way. I can't not reshape my mind or reshape my thinking to do something like that. So that's my take on it.
Dawn, what do you think?
You know, that's not my cup of tea. That would never happen for me. But at the same time, I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, I think it's like kind of ballsy if a woman does it. You know, I think it's kind of, you know, it's like, okay. But me, I'm never doing that. Same way Anita was saying. Like, I would never propose. But I think if that's something you're into, I mean, I don't have a problem accepting that for you. But
it's cute.
That's my friend.
Oh,
hi, Lala.
Hey, girl, Lala, cute. Is Lala single? We probably got some single men in the chat, maybe.
No, she's
okay. Well, I tried. Okay, so for me, yes, I have done it, and I've done it at Bar Vegan, and I probably will do it again. And the reason why I did it was the young man was sitting by himself. In this particular instance, he was sitting by himself. He looked like he had a hard day at work. It was like a Friday. And I was like, he looked really down. I didn't really want anything out of it. Granted, did I get his number later? I did. But he did say to me, like, no woman has ever sent a drink to me. I said to the bartender, whatever he's having, can you send him another? And you don't have to tell him where it's from. The bartender ended up doing that as well. I mean, telling him anyway, because the guy wanted to come say thank you. But I think that the fact that I didn't think too much into it. It was just like a simple act of kindness. Just like if I was in Starbucks and I was like, I want to pay for the person's coffee behind me. I don't know who back there.
It was you ain't say it like that, Danielle. Now you had me thinking that you was at the bar and be like, oh, this man fine. Let me go buy him a drink.
That's fine.
I can understand where you coming from. Where you're talking about the guy was having a rough day, or
I don't know. He was fine and he had a rough day. He was so fine, but fine and a rough day.
I mean, I believe in blessing people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know you do.
It could be a man or whatever. I believe in blessing them. But the way you was talking, like we going at this club and we see this fine man and we gonna buy drinks for. No.
I may still do that too.
But I ain't doing that. But it's the way you were saying right there about the guy was you know, he was having a rough day, he didn't look right. You know, me, I'm that encouraging person to go to them and be like, you know, baby, what's wrong? You know, can I help you? Can I get you through this day? I mean, if I got a couple of dollars in my pocket, yeah, I'll buy him a drink, might give him something to eat, you know. So I'm not saying it in that way.
I get what you're saying, Anita,
Okay.
but I'm just saying that that was the instance for me. If he was light skinned and he looked like he had a great day, he probably still would have got a drink out of me. But I noticed his posture was not truly in the environment. And I was like, maybe I'm gonna help. You know, I just want to do something nice. I was like, I didn't really think that he would come over and give me his number. Honestly, that wasn't my goal. But it was great that he did. But it didn't. Obviously, it didn't go anywhere. I'm still single.
Yeah, let me think out the box for a minute.
Yes.
Let me just think. I see that's why I have to reset. You see, I said reset. I have to reset my way of thinking. Okay. So let me just practice what I preach.
Yes.
So reset my mind.
You're going on a girls, from what I heard, you're going on a girls trip in a few days. Maybe you'll try it then.
Try it in. No, I'm gonna send you $20 and you have the chance to try it. I don't know how much drinks are out in Miami, but maybe 1 or 2 times you'll have the chance to try it 1 or 2 times, and then I want you to report back on part 2 on how it went. Okay, great. You want to do one more, Tasha?
One more. I'm hoping you'll pick one that like I want to do, but go ahead.
Tell me, you pick it.
I'm not gonna tell you. Go ahead.
Okay, it's about height or weight. Is that the one?
Go, just pick one. We'll use it for the next.
Let's do the hair one. Let's do the hair one.
One drink. The what?
The hair one?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so there's like this Instagram video circling around. I guess it depends on who you follow, but one of the questions was, does your style dictate the type of man you attract? And is the approach different? So with that, I think there's several different ways we can look at this. So if instance, if I go into Barbie with my head wrap and Nefertiti on my like a necklace, and I got an Africa chain and my earrings is Tabitha Brown, they may be like, "Hey, queen, how you doing tonight?" Now, if I came with my tracks from 5 years ago, they may be like, "What's up? How you doing? Let me see." Is there a difference? Have I noticed a difference? I've noticed a difference. At least I'd say I noticed a difference. Has anyone else? Black women change their hair all the time. So maybe you don't have to stick to your hair, but let's say hair, maybe like if you got a wig on one day, you got a hair wrap on the next. Do you attract different men and their approach to you?
Yeah, for sure.
Who wants to go? Okay, see, you said for sure. Go ahead, girl.
I mean, definitely, I play with my hair all the time. I've cut it, dyed it, let it grow out, whatever. And I do feel like I've gotten different men that approach me, but I feel like if I have maybe braids or extensions, I'm probably getting more attention. But with my signature style, which is my haircut, my curls popping, my color, I'm not really getting as many men approaching me. My theory is, one, it takes a strong man to have a strong, bold woman like such who's rocking this hairstyle, because we live in a world where women, no shade to any of my friends, I love all of you, you all are beautiful. However, we kind of go with the flow of what everyone's doing. Let me get these tracks. Let me get this, this new style, these new braids, this new something. Where I am a person who kind of has always gone against the grain with my style. So men will compliment. However, it's just like, oh yeah, you're cute. However, no action after, because in my eyes, you just can't take my boldness.
I agree. I'll have to say, since I've gone to like a lock natural, I don't get the same attention that I used to as when I was probably had like tracks, but it's also been like a gradual thing for me because I did like faux locks and they love those, but because it was long and I was like flipping and whipping my hair back and forth. But now that you go like through this phase of what they call the ugly phase as locks, men see it as the ugly phase too. They be like, "Nah, I'm good. I'll maybe wait till they down halfway down your back, come back then." But I also do know that it's like for instance, if you're like on a dating app, there will be like I will get a grand rising queen instead of sometimes. If the guy has locks as well, I will definitely. It's off the rip. We king and queen and back and forth. It's it's no sir. It's no whatever his name is. It's king. How you doing, queen? Good king. Peace. Love. It's all of that. If you're in that space, Anita, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I just started my little lock journey too, but I have noticed that a lot of men that I've come across who has locks would be, staring and smiling and speaking like this guy yesterday. He was handsome. With his locks, he had those free-forming locks. He kept looking. I kept looking. I'm like, I look busted and disgusted, but apparently he kept looking at me. I'm like, what's up? So, and I noticed he has, locks and everything. So I was like, okay. So this is something different for me and everything. I was actually told once before, if I was to get locks, you'll never get a man. You single now, you'll never get a man. So I want to prove that person wrong. God bless her soul. I want to prove her wrong. Because I got the locks and I'm like, okay, like Danny said, it's the ugly stage right now. Ugly stage.
Charles said, let's get rid of the ugly phase. And I agree with that too. I'll say this, Anita, as a newly locked queen, I think that the idea is that it's not the ugly phase. It's just it's just a phase where you truly have to tap into and find out like who you are and really being okay with your worth and being okay with what God has given you. Because there are times where I'm like, God, why did you give me that? In the back of my head, and in the front is something else. And so it's something like you really just got to be okay with it, and then like just love on yourself. So I think it's not the ugly face. It's just a tough space to be in. And I think that whoever says that to you, hopefully they're watching. You're ignorant, and you don't have to watch the show again. Dawn, how do you feel about it?
Let's see. I mean, I think for me, I think like a lot of times, like when my hair is like natural, I'll get more of, guys with locks who will try to talk to me, or guys with, I even got like an afro and a pick one time. So like normal, sometimes, like not all the time, I wouldn't say, but like sometimes I do get more like those type of guys. And then like, when my hair is like straightened, and like curled straightened, it's like, the normal like low fade, whatever. But and so I have noticed that like, just and I wouldn't say it's like every time, but I would say more times than not. It's kind of like,
yeah.
So I get that.
Go ahead, finesse. Come on, T. Finesse some T. Tell us what the men think, because you give us different vibes many different times. So
Well, I've been stuck in the same vibe, girl. I don't go nowhere. The B-locks.
Sometimes you do a little intermission.
I do a little intermission, but the B-locks is what is for me, and it's easier for my lifestyle. I do not see a difference in who comes my way. The fades, the froze, the locks, they all they don't care, but they do. But they do have opinions, and I don't like that. So it's one of those things where I feel that I don't know if there are a lot of men watching or people for the playback listening. It has nothing to do with you how we wear our hair.
Right.
So, that is a woman's hair, whether I don't know, I can't speak for Caucasian women, but a woman's or other women, but a woman's hair is their crown.
Yeah.
This is what makes me feel good. So if this is what I've chose and you don't like it, then I am not the woman for you. If I am your wife and you would prefer that I wear my hair out and I don't wear it natural, and you think I need to perm it, and you want me to go to the salon twice twice a month, and you'll pay for it. I don't care. This is what works for me.
Mhm.
So I think that that's what I get more of. So why don't you just why don't you just do locks? Why don't you? Because I don't want to. In the story. Well, what? Why you don't? Where you don't want wear your tracks? You don't like your tracks? I don't want to. In the story, like, does that have? Is that I'm at the I'm at
Yes.
the parent stage, but they apparently Dawn is resonating with me. It's just like I don't
Absolutely.
want to. So
Yeah.
like let's go back to the fact that you here at my house and we were supposed to go to dinner. Like, we shouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, I extended grace. Now you talking to me about my scalp. This is not your business. So
Yeah,
it's kind
that's
of
good. Yeah, I've gotten that. Like, do you straighten your hair sometimes like that, or like, do you wear your hair straight, or yeah,
I used to
like,
get that too, but now that I'm locked and loaded, they don't have. They like, well, I guess you're going to have to cut them off, and you do. There's no options here.
like, I'm so once again, it's that audacity, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
that's not your lane. I don't ask you why haven't you gotten a promotion at your job?
Right.
or why don't you have a car?
Well, I was gonna say, Anita had to get me straight one day. She was like, "Baby, these men that's coming this way ain't got no cars. We can't deal with that, baby. You got 2 cars, they got 0." I was like, "Oh, she right. Don't matter what city they live in, she right. They, So I mean, I think that we extend a lot of grace to men,
Yeah,
but men they come with the 1 2, and I just don't understand how that happens. Like, what makes you say in your mouth as you are trying to, whether you're trying to get me in bed, you're trying to marry me, you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do. Hey, have you ever thought about straightening your hair? That's not sexy. I now don't want to talk to you.
yeah. It's a turn off. We can talk about turn offs on part 2.
It's a whole turn off. Like, we not going there. We don't ask you why you didn't finish high school, college, why you still live with your mama. Like, these are so many things. Or we don't ask you, why are you trying to talk to me and you have a wife or a girlfriend? We don't ask you any of these things. We try to keep it real cute. But y'all go in. Y'all
go in. It's the audacity. I've been noticing this audacity. It's the audacity it's an epidemic.
It's like COVID.
It's like COVID, and people are catching it, and they really need to get it checked. Because the thing is, if you come with the audacity to me, now I'm going to get real corporate. Hey, I'm going to need you to stop talking to me. It's your audacity. It's your audacity. You're doing too much. Now I'm not going to be a grand rising. I'm gonna be like, you're gonna have to leave. It's gonna be a grand queen. Yeah, I'm gonna be a different type of queen.
Hey, look, and that's another thing about guys without cars. Like, that's another topic. But I had a guy that dated me, and he came over here with a church van because he had no car.
Oh, Nina.
I mean, hey, that was dedication. Telling me, he want to see me. He gonna come with a church van. Hey,
he said, "God, this van will be a vessel."
Hey,
Well, he did want to come see you, though. At least he got there.
And I let him come because he was a man of God, and he was good. So
that's what we can't go into with that. We're gonna spend
another. Be careful with that. Okay.
Yeah, because if we stick with this man of God thing, then it's a lot of men of God, and some of them, it's trash.
It's different though. It ain't no different, but I got my personal reasons. So
I get it. I know.
As long as you were safe.
I felt safe. Yes.
It wasn't your church van.
No, I'm not riding in no church van, but he just, he was dating me. Okay. I'm not riding your church van. We're not going nowhere to Applebee's or nothing.
Okay. Put the church number on the side. Talking about some going track.
They'll be like, no, look at First Lady.
Holy Ghost. Okay.
Oh man, thank you so much, ladies, for joining us. This was absolute fun. This was a great group. Hopefully, Anita, look, I'm gonna put everybody on the spot. Anita, would you like to come back for part 2?
Okay, great.
Watch it. Casey, This is make everybody say yes. Casey, would you like to come back for part 2?
Yes, of course.
Look at me. I'm like this.
Yes.
Don, would you be interested in coming back for part 2?
I would love to come back for part 2.
Good.
So tune in. We'll figure out a date. It can't be in the next 2 weeks, so we'll figure it out. And if you guys have any questions that you want us to talk about, let's get it. Let's talk about it. Send it our way. Send it in the DMs. Send it to Casey. Send it to Dawn, myself, Anita, or Danielle, or just send it in our ORNOT podcast email. So yeah, Danielle, you want to wrap us up?
Of course. First, I want to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to the panel. Thank you to the panel for bringing the people in. Thank you to our new listeners. We hope that this won't be your last. I know Casey got some fans, but I hope you tune in when Casey not on. And when she is on, I'd love that you guys came in. I do hope that the guys next time you drop a little bit more than Charles did and Bertrand and Abdul Jabi, because they were your spokesperson. And, I feel like they did good, but I do feel like there were a couple of men that lost their balls tonight and they forgot to pick them up from the playground. And so they didn't bring them along. And so with that said, next time, pick them up, come on back at 7 and we'll be, we don't bite. We will bust them, but be prepared for that. And thank you for allowing us to be in your home at 7 p.m. every Sunday. If you aren't following us, follow us on _ORNOT podcast on Instagram. You can find us on YouTube, #ORNOT podcast. You can find us on all the fruits and veggies. That's your Apple, your Spotify. We in the grocery store, y'all. Just roll on down. We're on the outside of the aisle. That's where all the healthy items are, okay? And check us out on all of those platforms and our past episodes. We love you guys. We hope that you guys not only were able to drop some comments in our chat, but also that we were able to pour into you guys today, and that you're able to go out into the world and pour into others and kill it this week. Whatever you're doing, be intentional, be smart about your options. Yeah, not about your options. Be smart about your actions. And if you're a man who dropped in,
rewind this, play this back, and then send it to all your friends.
Take some notes.
This is homework, okay? And don't tell nobody that you don't understand. You don't know what you want. That's it. We done with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
This not.
And we're not flat ironing our hair.
Right. Okay. And also, if you got this link from any of us and you were trying to date us, or you tried in the past, definitely, we don't want to talk about this after, because we talked about how we felt right here. So that's it, y'all. Go out and be great.
If this didn't work for you, if you got this link and everything I said was not for you, block me. Now.
Yeah, block me and or don't be so soft.
That too. Hey y'all, we gotta hear that.
One more.
Hey, push the button. We're done.
One more thing, because you didn't say it in the group chat. You didn't say it in the chat. Don't come to me in my text message just tonight.
Oh yeah, yep. You was watching and you ain't even available. And you didn't subscribe. Lala subscribe to the channel. Lala, everybody be like Lala, okay? Because she understands. And if it's somebody up in here and you ain't, don't come back. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Don't unsubscribe though. If you already have, say
don't unsubscribe. I'm not trying to get I'm hungry.
We love y'all. Have a great week. Bye.